Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSR YouTube channel for episode number 9 of the Burton Albion Road to Glory, here in the final season at number 6. Before we get into the action and a look at the fixtures and the table ahead of this important episode, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. We're very close to 650 at the time of recording this. A few more of you subscribe. We will be there very soon. It's absolutely free. Click the button down below so you don't miss out on any future content. Get yourself over to the Twitch and Discord. The links are down below as well. As always, we will start by having a look at the Premier League table. We are currently top of the table. We are 2 points clear of Chelsea. We have got a game in hand. That game in hand is against Leeds United. First up in this episode, Manchester United are a further 7 points behind. Arsenal a further 11 points behind. We have a games in hand across all of those teams. Man City currently just outside the top 5. Liverpool down in 8th and struggling a little bit. Crystal Palace, Brentford and Nottingham Forest currently the sides in the bottom 3 and facing the drop with 13 games to go. So the fixtures for today's episode, it's Leeds away first, it's then Roma at home in the Champions League. Of course, we won that first leg 2-1. If you haven't seen that episode, that was in the previous one, so go and check that one out. Then Brighton away, Bournemouth at home before Spurs away. I'm guessing if we get through in the Champions League, there may be a Champions League game before that Spurs game, but I'm not too sure. Of course, we've got to get the job done. Otherwise, we're going to go and take that game against Leeds. We've got that game in hand. We can go 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League table and make a huge statement as we look to win the league for the very first time. Welcome to Ellen Road, then, in what is the first of 13 or so cup finals in the Premier League. We need to keep the pressure on Chelsea. Sorry, keep the pressure off us and prevent Chelsea catching us. If we win here, we will go 5 points clear after playing the same amount of games. So statement victory is needed here. And that can start Llewellyn down this far side. That is going to be a foul as Llewellyn goes down. And hopefully that isn't an injury. It shouldn't be. He should be absolutely fine. I'll expect the first yellow card to be brandished for the Leeds fullback. And it is Finglaff is the first man into the book. Aina, the veteran left back, still got plenty of legs left in him yet. Into one more to Willie Boving. Willie Boving shoots, but there is a block. It's going to fall back to Alex Matos on the edge of the box. But that is going to be deflected, and Bazunu comfortably collects that ball. A good first 10 minutes, though, for the men in yellow. Aina into Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore just going to cut inside now and see if he can pick up the pass. Does find the pass, and this time it's Llewellyn down the far side. Will just cut back inside and looks for a Burton Albion player. Finds Mark Lennon in the middle, who has picked up a knock, it would seem, and that's not good news when we don't have much cover in that central midfield role. We have, of course, just made a loan signing on deadline day, but Leonard, the vital player for us, and we don't want to see him get injured, but that is going to be just wide. Hopefully he can shake that injury off and he's going to be forced into an early exit from this game. Llewellyn down this far right-hand side, and again has just got the beating of his man, and again has got the pace, and we'll square it to Boving. Boving to Arconte. Arconte shoots, and you know the saying, Arconte scores! Bang, bang! Early goal, 24 minutes to go. Brilliant goal from that man, Tariq Arconte. The number 10 does not miss them. Simply too good, and the early pressure from the men in yellow has paid off. Llewellyn was the man that created it. Boving was unselfish, squared it across to Arconte, who fired into the bottom right-hand corner. We lead at Ellen Road. Chance for Leeds to potentially come forward and create something themselves with Aronson. Half chance, we can't clear the ball. Kushloff does get the block in, but can't get the second ball in. A chance here, Pereira saves. Surely he's going to be offside, is. The linesman has the flag up, but a big let-off for the Brewers. First time Leeds have really threatened the goal. Aronson with the shot, but deflected against the keeper, and a good save. And the Leeds forward was offside, thankfully for us. He has absolutely ran through the back of us and just couldn't keep up with him, and now we've got a chance to potentially try and counter-attack as Aina's through on goal. We got really lucky there, and Aina's in, and Aina's going to shoot. A good save from Bazuna from one end to the other. It should have been 1-0, it could have been 2-0. Mark Leonard, ball into the box, tries to find the head of home, does find the head of home. Fortunately, Pereira can't get up. Aronson again for Leeds. Dangerous again for Leeds. Pereira's there, Kippers can't get the save this time. And on the stroke of half-time, Leeds probably do get the deserved goal. They've been the much stronger side in the last 15 or so minutes, and find themselves back on level terms just before half-time. Poor defending from us. We're flat-footed again. It's looking a little bit sluggish defensively. We've got a lot of work to do now if we're going to get these 3 points. It's Leeds 1, Burton 1. Finds Mikey Moore. Chance potentially at the start of this second half, and surely that's going to be another yellow card as Riga goes diving in, and both fullbacks now on yellows. So we have got to try and utilise that and force them into a mistake and see if we can force the referee to dish out a red card, as Mikey Moore's going to ping this ball into the box to try and find the head of Alex Matos. Kushinoff will reset it to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore will find Matos in the middle. Matos will do well to turn his man and can now play in Willie Boving. And Boving shoved off the ball. Is he? No. Carries on. Shoots. Goal! Out of absolutely nothing. The referee played a brilliant advantage. We don't give the referee enough credit at times. But that is a superb advantage to play. The Leeds defenders were caught napping. Willie Boving pounced on the opportunity and didn't give it up. Just here, he gets a little shove in the back. Quickest to react, though. Leeds are caught napping. They're waiting for the referee's whistle, thinking it's a foul. Willie Boving scores. Burton 2, Leeds 1. Luling down this right-hand side again. Has his man beaten for pace, and he's on a yellow and potentially thinks about a foul, but he doesn't. It goes into Boving. Boving, one more to Arconte. No, it's a good save. Boving probably should have gone alone. But that's what we spoke about, trying to get down both of those wings, try and put both of those fullbacks that are on yellow cards under a little bit of pressure. Try and force a mistake, force a foul, force a red card, and hopefully force home 3 points. Luling down this right again. Again beats his man. And he's not going to get there. Can he square it into Boving? Does square it into Boving. Game, set and match. That Luling-Boving-Arconte partnership up top is something to behold. And in a game at times where we've ridden our luck and we haven't been that good, we have found the decisive edge and we are heading for what looks like a vital 3 points in our bid to win our first ever Premier League title in our last season of this save. Defensively, we've looked so flat at the back. I don't really know why. We just haven't been able to really defend properly. But when you've got Luling down this wing and you've got William Boving leading the line, it does not matter. We've just talked about that partnership. And that partnership has struck yet again. Absolutely sensational. We are clinical. We are easily the most clinical side in this league. We score goals for fun at times. The scoreline maybe flattered us, but it is Leeds 1, Burton 4. Chance for Leeds to potentially start a comeback, if anything, but no, Kushinov's there. And now we can try and quickly counter-attack. Matos into Luling. Luling plays it down the line. And William Boving should have the pace and does have the pace to get there. We'll try and cut it inside to Nygaard. Gets a little bit lucky. It goes back to him. Boving on the edge of the box. Boving tries to bend one, and it's just wide. 10 minutes to go. This game should be done and dusted, but a 5th goal wouldn't go amiss. Oh, so late from Humphreys with just a minute left. Should be nothing more than a yellow. Just a little bit lazy. 1 minute left on the clock and goes diving in. The yellow card comes out, but it shouldn't matter. We've got 45 seconds plus whatever the referee deems to add on. Just try and, again, goal difference could be crucial come the end of this season. And another one here wouldn't go amiss because Boving's in. What a ball that is from Alex Matos. Boving potentially is in. No, Fingraf gets across. That's really well. Referee's had 4 minutes on here. God, I'm not sure. We've seen 4 minutes added on in the second half for a very, very long time, but we'll take that. But we will just run this game out, and it's going to be a huge 3 points on the road for the Brewers. Back to winning ways in the Premier League. Back to a 5-goal cushion. 5-point cushion over Chelsea. We keep up the momentum. Sensational from William Boving. Again, as always, a hat-trick hero once again. Leeds 1, Burton 4. European nights under the lights don't come any bigger than this at the Pirelli Stadium. The round of 16 knockout stages. Second leg back on home soil after that dramatic 2-1 victory against Roma. We have got the chance to get ourselves in to the last 8 of the Champions League potentially. And it all starts with this tricky game against Roma. And Roma into the box here straight away, but Kushinov is there. I'd say it's going to be tricky conditions in these very, very cold, snowy conditions at the Pirelli Stadium. Holmes in here. Pellegrini on the edge of the box. Kushinov is there. We get a little bit lucky, but Roma will be able to reset this ball. It's Pellegrini again. Kushinov tries to get the block. He doesn't need to get the block, and that is going to be why. That is a goal kick, but 10 minutes of Roma possession. We've just had to soak up, and we're going to have to do this for large portions of this game, you fear. Chance for Roma. Roma are in here. Roma are going to shoot one block. That is from Pereira. The young centre-half potentially saving a goal-scoring opportunity there. Roma won't take the shot. They will get this ball into the box, and Kippers will come and claim that, and that is comfortable. But that is a massive, massive moment in this game. Brilliant from Pereira. But just having to do some defensive work yet again. Aina down this far side. Into the box. Can he find Mikey Moore? Does find Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore on the edge. Will go on to Willie Boving. First time shot. Jorgensen gets there ahead of Arconte. He's folded like a deck chair over him at the first signs for the Brewers. It's taken us 26 minutes to have any sort of threat on goal. Chance again for Roma on the edge of the box. Really good football from them. Interlaking the play again. Kushinov is there. Brilliant from the Burton Albion centre-halves yet again. The chance is still on here, though, as Holm gets the ball, and Holm does really well. Now we can potentially look to counter-attack, but Kushinov is absolutely buzzing about that at the back. Like scoring a goal for the youngster. We'll find Boving. Boving's into the box now. Boving can go alone. Boving can shoot. What a save that is from Jorgensen. Oh, that was the opportunity. We've ridden so much pressure from Roma in this first half. We have got a corner. Mikey Moore's there. Kushinov can't quite get there. We'll try and reset this ball. Can Moore get there? Does get there. It goes all the way back to the right back home. No. Ambition. Chance maybe for one more before half-time. It's into Willy Boving. Jorgensen again. Saving the day for Roma. As we'll put this ball into the box again, and it's Leonard. And it falls back to Pereira on the edge of the box. And again, I'm not sure that's the right option for us, as Roma will pump the ball clear, and that is going to be the end of the first half. Roma could have easily found themselves leading this tie. We could have found ourselves extending our lead at the end of this first half. It has been a nervy 45 minutes. We are 45 minutes away from the next round of the Champions League, though. Finds Llewellyn, who will turn his man and just try and beat Angelino here. Cuts back inside again. It's Boving. Boving on his left foot. It's just wide. Again, it's another half chance gone missing. How many more opportunities will we get before we're punished here? It was just always bending away from goal. Roma, chance for them to come forward. Aina's having to just cut off the central line. Pereira with a big block. It is going to be a corner to the visitors. They may well take this one short. Didn't last time. They will this time. Lefay finds the ball into the box. Kushinov can get there only as far as Teze on the edge of the box. Chance for Roma to maybe get there. No, don't. Matos now to Arconte. And Arconte can play it into Mikey Moore. And Mikey Moore will have the pace. And we could potentially go from one end to the other here. Mikey Moore driving into the box. Tries to find Arconte. And just didn't quite happen. Just small, tiny little mistakes from us. Aina on the overlap again. Just using all the legs that he's got left in the tank. Aina driving into the box. Squares it back to Tariq Arconte. No, he's air kicked it. As the Roma man just about got a touch and just about did enough to deny what could have been the winning goal in this Champions League tie. And now Roma have got a chance to come forward. Pereira's treading water a little bit. Akini. Pereira can't get across and it's just wide. Who will blink first in this tie? No one really to go. We're just a little bit deep at the minute, just trying to make sure we don't overcommit players forward. It's smart from the Brewers. Matos out wide to Llewellyn again, and Llewellyn can just try and beat his man. Can't beat his man. Angelino is too smart, too good of a player to just be beaten down the byline like that. Can Leonard get there? Leonard can't get there. Leonard actually makes a foul, and the referee weighs on advantage, and actually would have been better off just completely bringing down his man, because now Pellegrini's in. Pellegrini's going to get a shot away, but Kippers is there. Oh, there's another chance for Roma. Llewellyn back to Holm. Holm just driving down the byline. Beats Angelino this time. Can he find Boving? Does find Boving. Boving goes one more. It's going to turn to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore to win the game. Does! We've had to be so patient. But finally, we get the goal that should see us through to the next round of the Champions League stages. Mikey Moore with the finish. Brilliant play down the right-hand side from Holm and from Llewellyn. Sensational from the Brewers. And I think we've won it just at the death. Oh, Humphreys has made a mistake. With just a couple of minutes to go. Does really well, though, to win that ball back. That is sensational from Humphreys. Not to get his head down and not to be too disheartened. We've got 1 minute of additional time, and we are going to be cruising through to the next round of the competition. As the referee will look once, look twice. Still plays on here. It shouldn't matter anyway. It would be nice to keep a clean sheet. Gibbons with the save. I'm not sure where the referee's getting this time from. There's one final corner to defend before the referee blows that whistle, and we will be through to the next round of the Champions League. There it is. That is a gritty, determined performance, and the Pirelli erupts with yet another famous victory in Europe. We shake hands. It was a really good game of football, and we snuck it at the end. It's Burton 1, Roma 0, 3-1 to the Brewers on aggregate, and into the hat for the next round. For the game against Brighton, we will have to rotate. We are looking a little bit leggy. Matos is going to have to go onto the bench. Claude Maurice is going to come in for his first start in a Burton Albion shirt. We're also going to give a start to Nygaard through the middle. Pereira for Humphreys, but that is the side we're going to go for. Of course, we don't want to rotate, but we've got to keep players fit. Important game against Brighton. Hopefully, we can get 3 points. Pointing defeat on the road, we actually took the lead. Claude Maurice got a goal on his full debut for the Brewers, for Balogun and Perez got 2 goals in 8 minutes to give Brighton all 3 points, and that puts us on the back foot just a little bit in the Premier League. Back on home soil again then, as this time we welcome Bournemouth to the Pirelli for a Wednesday night game under the lights. Just looking to get back to winning ways in the Premier League after that disappointing defeat against Brighton. We are still currently leading the way, and this would go a long way to extending that lead if we can pick up 3 points here against Bournemouth. Jamie coming forward, Nicholas Jackson in the middle for Bournemouth, but Pereira's there to cover him. No danger there. Leonard, who has recovered well from that knock that he picked up earlier in the episode, goes into our Conte. Conte can try and spin his man now, hasn't got the pace, and Militao wins the ball. The referee will blow for a foul, though. Well, let's take this quickly. No, we won't. Down this right-hand side now. We'll square it across the Tariq. Conte's onside. Good save. Walks to Mikey Moore. Goal! Not pretty. Not pretty by any stretch of the imagination, but we do not care. Our Conte nearly got the perfect finish early. The keeper made a brilliant save, and it just fell kindly to Mikey Moore. He still had to get the finish done as the keeper did recover his position. Brilliant down the right-hand side again. And Mikey Moore composed. Brilliant two-touch finish. And into the back of the net, we lead against Bournemouth. Some big-name players in this squad, and we've made a mistake there through Holm. Ivan Jamie now. Back to Adams. Estepinian. Bournemouth just passing the ball around really well here and just trying to be patient, trying to wait for something to happen. We need to not overcommit. Keep men behind the ball if we can, but we can't. Nicholas Jackson's in. Kippers with a massive save. A big left hand to deny Nicholas Jackson from levelling the scoring. And now we're going to look to try and have an attack of our own as Boving's in. That is a sensational touch from Willie Boving. No, he's put it wide. Oh, that really should have been 2. It was a sensational turn, a little pull of the shot from Janssen. It just bent away from goal. Yeah, and Bournemouth just playing some lovely football at times and just looking to force us into a mistake. And they're going to be coming into the box again. Ivan Jamie's into the box again. Looks for the run of Timber. Timber shoots. Kipper saves. Can't get on. Bit like our goal. A little bit of luck required. But Bournemouth have probably deserved it. They have played some wonderful football at time. And they peg us back inside the first 45 minutes. And again, like the Leeds game, just looking a little bit questionable at times. We create one more opportunity this half. Can we create something right at the end of the first 45 minutes? Ain is driving into the box. We'll try and square it back to Tariq Conte. Oh, it's in. I've got absolutely no idea how, but it's hit the back of the net. I think it hit a defender. It's hit the underside of the keeper's hand. It's bounced up. It's hit the bar and it's sailed into the top right-hand corner. Another goal with plenty of luck around it. Brilliant from Aina down the left-hand side. Our Conte takes a brilliant touch. Does it take? It does. It hits the thing, and somehow it's gone into the top corner. We'll absolutely take it right on the stroke of half-time. Burton 2, Bournemouth 1 into our Conte. Conte into Boving. Brilliant tackle. It's good forwards as far as Alex Matos, who's going to find Holm. Holm can now just run it down this far side. We'll cut back inside and look inside for Llewellyn. Does find Llewellyn. Llewellyn on the end to Mark Leonard. Leonard again, just going to go back to Llewellyn. Llewellyn just about stays onside. We'll cut this back all the way to Mikey Moore. Takes a brilliant first touch, and Andre Gomez is comfortable to that, but that's a bright start to the second half. You fear that we need another goal if we're going to claim these 3 points, because Bournemouth have looked too good today simply not to score another one. Oh, wonderful ball over the top to Nicholas Jackson. Kippers can't come out quick enough. Pereira's there. Pereira can't win it. Somehow Jackson wins it. And we just about get away with one. It's now our Conte. And he finds Mikey Moore, and Mikey Moore's got some space to run into. The Bournemouth man stretching his legs, trying to get back quick enough. Mikey Moore skips his player. Jumps across him. Aina now will try and play it back to Leonard, to Matos. Matos into Boving. Boving with a brilliant first touch, but really good defending from Timber at the back for Bournemouth. Bournemouth again coming forward. Kushov trying to get across. Aina does absolutely brilliantly. A man retiring at the end of the season. By the looks of it, it's got another season left in him. He's absolutely class still. Just never, ever stops running up and down that left-hand side. And potentially can help us build something here as Llewellyn is now down the far side. He will square it across to our Conte and it should have gone to Boving. We've got 18 minutes to try and hold on. Llewellyn back to Matos, just waiting patiently for something to potentially happen here. Llewellyn has the ball again. And again, he's running down this wing. And again, he's potentially going to get himself into the box. Can he put it back to our Conte? Conte, one more to Mikey Moore. No. Gomez with a save. Mistake for Bournemouth. Oh, Conte nearly got there. It was nearly comical defending. It's Mikey Moore now on the edge of the box. That's a shot from distance. Falls to Boving. No. Timber again for Bournemouth. Looking to snatch it right at the death. Aina tries to get across. Fatua's trying to get across. Leonard gets a big block in. Falls back to Fatua. That is going to be just wide. We have got 30 seconds plus whatever the referee deems to add on to hold on to what will be a huge, huge 3 points. They're all huge at this stage. But again, when you're not playing well and you have to grind out results, this is exactly what you need. And we're going to run the ball into the corner. It's Boving now. He's going to dinkle across. It's going to go to Mikey Moore. It doesn't matter. Matos is going to recycle this. That's surely going to be the full-time whistle, and it is. We have ground out another 3 points. Some of the players are off their feet. And absolutely spent. Had to put absolutely everything into that game. And again, when we've just dropped points against Brighton, to bounce back in the way that we have against Bournemouth is absolutely massive. It finishes Burton 2, Bournemouth 1. So all I thought would happen has happened. There has been a Champions League game sprinkled in just before that Tottenham game, meaning this is the one that we will simulate. Again, I'm not really feeling too confident about simulating a game against Bayern Leverkusen, but again, we're on home soil. We just need to be in the game for that second leg. We can't face a 2 or 3-0 defeat here. Okay, we do lose 3-2, but it's not the end of the world. Alvarez gave the visitors the scoring for. Matas got him back. Wirtz then got on 44th. Llewellyn got on 694. Wirtz got the winner on the 85th minute. It does mean we go to Germany looking for a 2-goal swing, but it is possible, that is for sure, but we're going to be up against it in the Champions League. Time for a little wrap-up then. We've got 11 games to go in the Premier League, and we're currently 8 points clear of Chelsea, who have not had the good episode themselves. They're in second. Man City are in third with 10 points clear of them. Manchester United have fallen away a little bit as well. 13 points clear of them. Things looking very good in the Premier League. 11 cup finals to go to try and win that Premier League title, with Brentford, Palace and Ipswich further back. We'll have a little look at the Champions League draw and just see what it is looking like. So it's Bayern against Shakhtar. Bayern won their first leg 3-1. We've lost our first leg against Leverkusen 3-2. Man City won their first leg against Benfica. Spurs lost their first leg 3-1. So plenty of work to do in the Champions League. We've got a big game coming up ourselves. The calendar looks as follows then. It will be Spurs away first up before Bayer Leverkusen away in the Champions League in a must-win game. It is then Newcastle at home before we go into the month of April. It's then Fulham and Chelsea. We've got some tough fixtures coming up. Episode 10, you fear, is going to be the crucial swing episode to decide how good or how successful we will be in the season finale. The Premier League title's in our hands. The Champions League is not. We're going to need to turn it around. I'll see you on Thursday for episode number 10.